G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to cover 6 major reasons and the 6 traps people make that are keeping them broke. So if you like the sounds of that, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Now, reason number 1, guys, you're not living on less than what you make. So income is going to be your number 1 tool to create wealth. And whatever your income is, your expenses should be less than that. So this can be achieved by either increasing your income or decreasing your expenses. But you should not be living paycheck to paycheck, guys, because otherwise you're not going to have any money to invest or any money to work with, and you're not going to be able to create wealth. So personally, what I recommend is investing at least 20% of your income each week into assets that are going to grow your wealth. Now, 20% is probably a minimum. Personally, I probably invest around 50 to 60%. I know for some of you guys that might be a bit much, but that's just why you need to increase your income if you want to have more money to invest. Now, number 2, guys, you don't have a financial budget. So this is something that's extremely important, and most people overlook this. So if you don't know exactly how much money is coming in through all of your income streams and how much money you're spending on expenses, how are you supposed to properly plan and invest your money? So an easy way to do this, guys, simply just make a list of all of your expenses for the month and all of your income that you're earning. If you only have one income stream, it's super easy. Personally, I like to have at least 3 or 4 different income streams so that you can really work on growing your wealth, guys. Now, reason number 3, you're not staying out of consumer debt. So, what do I mean by this, guys? Well, Australians actually accumulate $40 billion worth of credit card debt every year in Australia. So, the average credit card debt in Australia is actually $3,000 at an interest rate of 7.82%. This is extremely high, guys. You're not going to be able to build wealth if you're paying off your consumer debt. Now, I know debt can be used as a tool, but it's only good to have debt when you're spending that on accumulating assets or either investing it in a business that's going to generate you more income. Now, if you can invest it in an asset that's actually going to increase at a rate higher than the interest rate you're paying, then it can be an awesome tool to generate income and wealth. But guys, if you're buying liabilities like cars, food, like whatever, things that aren't going to increase in value and that aren't going to generate you income, it's a waste of money. And I know a lot of you guys, you like to have that nice car now, but if you can't afford it, don't take out a loan and pay these extremely high interest rates. Just be patient, guys, and save up, be smart, and you'll eventually be able to get there. Now, number 4, guys, not saving and investing. So this is a big one. This is really how you're going to multiply your money, and you want to make your money work for you. So what do I mean by this? Well, most people work for money by working their job. But the problem with working for money is you only have so many hours that you can work. And that actually puts a cap on how much income you can actually receive. But if you use your money to work for you, your money can grow while you sleep. If you have your money in investments or trades or even in assets that are going to earn you passive income, it can really help to grow your wealth over time. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but in Australia, the current inflation rate is actually 7.8%. Now, that's for reported numbers, but true inflation is actually close to double. And I would argue that true inflation is actually around 15%, because you have to understand that a lot of these numbers are actually manipulated so that it seems better than what it is. And why do they do that? Why would governments manipulate the statistics? Because they want to keep their power and they want to keep people happy. And if they do that, they'll get voted back into office. So it benefits them to have the numbers seem lower than what they actually are. So you've got to read between the lines. Now, inflation is out of control at the moment. So you want to invest in assets that are going to outpace inflation. So historically, the S&P 500 has been decent. It will return 8 to 10% a year. But historically, inflation was a lot less. But since inflation has increased so much, inflation is now higher than the S&P 500 is returning. So even if you're investing your money in the S&P 500, you're still going to be losing your purchasing power due to inflation. So you need to invest in assets that are going to outpace inflation. And assets I like right now, certain tech stocks. I like precious metals like gold and silver, and I also like cryptocurrency. And a lot of these assets are actually trading at a discount right now. And this is where you want to accumulate these assets while they're on sale, and you want to hold them long term and let them increase value over time and outpace inflation. And that's how you really grow your wealth, and you let your money work for you. Now, number 5, guys, you don't have discipline. So you have to understand it's not going to happen overnight. Unless you win the lottery or something like that, you're not going to be an instant millionaire. These things take time, and you need discipline to be able to delay gratification for a greater reward in the future. So having the discipline as well to do something you don't want to do every day to achieve your end result. Now, it's easy to invest $500 once, but unless you have a discipline to consistently invest that every single week, then you're not going to really be able to build much wealth. Now, number 6, guys, you don't have patience. So this is a big one, pretty similar to the one I spoke about just before. It takes time to build wealth, and it doesn't happen overnight. So the less patience you have, the more money you actually need to invest into these assets. Now, what you can do is you can actually calculate the average return and decide how much money you want to make and in what time frame you want that return. And that will tell you how much money you need to invest to achieve that result. Now, guys, one last thing, if you want to make money even quicker, one thing you can do is you can always learn how to trade. Now, for example, I was talking about the S&P 500 before. Returns roughly 8 to 10% a year. I made 50% today leverage trading. Now, it's high risk, but it's also high reward. And if you want to learn the skills to be able to trade and make these types of returns and outpace the market and outpace inflation, message me, guys. All my details are in the description below. I do one-on-one coaching, and I'll teach you technical analysis and the strategies I use to trade and make money online. But if you like that video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.